The first report called it a storage site. Nothing important, nothing symbolic, just a target outside the city. Then the secure lines went dead at the same time. And one voice never came back. The statement was released within minutes. Precise strike, coordinated effort, necessary action. They didn't say who was inside. Tehran state broadcast cut out for nearly an hour. When it returned, the camera stayed wide. No faces, no live shots. Then the words no one expected. The supreme leader was dead. No footage of the building, no images of him. Just a black banner over stone. It didn't feel complete. They called the strike limited, surgical. Residents miles away reported broken glass. Hospitals shifted into emergency mode. That wasn't surgical. The timing raised questions. The strike hit minutes after a private security meeting ended. He wasn't supposed to be there. The timeline didn't fit. Foreign officials said it targeted infrastructure. Iran called it an act of war. But one detail slipped past most coverage. That compound hadn't been tied to his movements in years. He rarely slept in the same place twice. Someone knew. Within hours, intersections were blocked, phones slowed, internet traffic rerouted. Clerics appeared on screen with steady faces. No visible panic, just control. They never showed the body. Instead, they aired a recorded speech, an old one. His voice sounded strong, alive. One aide disappeared from view, not arrested, not confirmed dead, just gone. He'd been reassigned 3 weeks earlier, quietly, no ceremony. No signature on the order. The strike lasted less than 2 minutes. Military analysts later described joint planning, shared intelligence, but no one admitted targeting him directly. They used phrases like command structure, regional threat, careful words. Then a leaked intercept surfaced. It referenced a code name used only for one man. Not a facility, a person. Succession talks began almost immediately. Too fast. These decisions usually take time. Closed doors, tension, bargaining. This one looked prepared. 3 days before the strike, satellite images showed activity at an alternate residence. Untouched. Some called it coincidence, others didn't. The streets stayed quiet at first. No riots, no chaos, just long lines at gas stations. Parents picking up children early. Fear moved softly. There had been rumors about his health for months, unconfirmed, never acknowledged. If he was ill, why risk a secondary site, unless it wasn't secondary? Traffic cameras caught a small convoy leaving another compound 15 minutes before impact. The footage was grainy, plates unreadable. The convoy never appeared in official logs. Inside the security services, interrogations began. Not public, internal, officers reassigned overnight. Devices confiscated, trust thinned. In Washington, officials spoke of deterrence. In Tel Aviv, the briefings were shorter. No one smiled on camera. The question lingered. If this was just infrastructure, how did it kill the most protected man in the country? The building had reinforced chambers, underground protection. Yet only one internal section collapsed. Minimal exterior damage. The timeline didn't fit. Responders arrived quickly, too quickly. There was no evacuation footage. No helicopters lifting off, just sealed roads. The cause of death was described simply, injuries from the strike. No details. Intercepts allegedly confirmed his presence. Those intercepts were never released. He rarely allowed active signals near him. That night, limited encrypted traffic was detected inside the compound. A break in routine. After 2 days, crowds gathered, ordered, controlled. They carried portraits. Some were old, some recent. A few looked altered. The first official portrait aired after the strike wasn't the latest version. It had been archived months earlier. Why use that one? On the 3rd day, a successor was announced. Calm, immediate, and contested. No visible dispute. That was unusual. 2 senior military officials had postponed foreign trips days before the strike. One attended the same meeting that preceded the explosion. He survived. The section he occupied remained intact. The timeline didn't fit. Airspace restrictions tightened. Naval forces shifted. But retaliation didn't come immediately. Just statements, measured, cold. Iran's security ministry later mentioned investigating communication vulnerabilities. Not air defense failure, communication. As if someone knew the exact moment to strike. Satellite analysis suggested prior calibration, mapping, testing, planning. If that's true, it started long before that night. At the funeral, the casket stayed closed. The crowd stretched for miles. Chants echoed. Twice, the audio feed cut out. Seconds of silence. No explanation. Several senior security figures were absent from the procession. Not dead, just missing from camera frames. Inside the government, files were reopened. Background checks repeated. Financial records audited. Loyalty was no longer assumed. A senior communications officer resigned 3 days before the strike. Personal reasons? Accepted immediately. He hasn't been seen since. Years of security, decoys, safe houses, moving routes. Then, in less than 2 minutes, it was over. Unless it wasn't, why was the alternate residence untouched? Why did succession move so smoothly? Why rely on archived footage? The official line hasn't changed. Precision strike. Confirmed death, order restored, but the absence of chaos feels deliberate. No power struggle surfaced, no cracks at the top. Either the system absorbed the blow instantly, or it expected it. 3 quiet moves before 1 loud explosion. The missing aide, the reassigned officer, the resignation, the timeline still doesn't fit. And without images, without proof placed plainly before the world, doubt settles in, not loudly, just enough to linger. Because when a leader who shaped decades of policy disappears in smoke, and everything transitions almost too smoothly, you're left with one question: was this a sudden strike, or the final step in something already in motion?